It's truly the end of an era. No more glittery runway walks, no more angel wings. After nearly 25 years, the Victoria's Secret fashion show has been cancelled. What is up, you guys? I'm Sussan Mourad here with Clevver News, and while this may seem like bombshell news, the lingerie company has been struggling for years to keep up with customer demands, both in the store and on the runway, and here's what's been going on. To put it simply, customers aren't pouring into the stores anymore for a number of reasons. L Brands, the parent company that owns Victoria's Secret, released a statement announcing that the iconic fashion show was cancelled for 2019. They addressed customers' dissatisfaction head-on. They said, "We'll be communicating to customers, but nothing that I would say is similar in magnitude to the fashion show. You can be sure we'll be communicating with customers through lots of vehicles, including social media and various more current platforms, if you will." Okay, side note, Victoria's Secret listening to customers is great, but the reason many believe the brand is in such a mess in the first place is because they flat out ignored their customers. Let's talk about one of the biggest issues plaguing the brand: diversity. We'd be remiss if we didn't mention Rihanna's recent Savage x Fenty fashion show. Take a look at the recent runway extravaganza.
Feeling like I come to the end.
Now take a look at Victoria's Secret's lineup. It's not hard to see the contrast between the two shows. Rihanna's got models of every size, shape and ethnicity. Victoria's Secret, not so much. Victoria's Secret lack of diversity was a huge controversy late last year, with then Chief Marketing Officer Ed Razek, who made a declaration about the lingerie brand. They were uninterested in adding any plus size or transgender models to their model lineup. Why? Well, he said, quote, "Because the brand has a specific image, has a point of view. It has a history, because the show is a fantasy. It's a 42-minute entertainment special. That's what it is." Ed, by the way, resigned earlier this year because, as you can imagine, those comments didn't go over too well. As Vogue put it, Victoria's Secret is still banking on bombshells, or one specific image of sexy, when the rest of us understand that beauty comes in multiple shapes and colors and sizes. It didn't help that Victoria's Secret's own models were also speaking out against the brand. Bella Hadid earned those coveted Victoria's Secret wings in 2018, but just last week she told Vogue that she never actually felt sexy on the glittery runway. Instead, she only recently felt comfortable modeling in lingerie for Savage x Fenty. Bella said, "Rihanna's amazing. For me, that was the first time on a runway that I felt really sexy. Because when I first did Fenty, I was doing other lingerie shows and I never felt powerful on a runway, like in my underwear." And I mean, it shows on the runway. Look how confident Bella looks on Rihanna's stage. And it's hard to not notice that Bella had a different vibe at her Victoria's Secret fashion show debut in 2016. Turns out most people agree with Bella. It's freeing when we get to decide what makes us feel sexy rather than have a company decide for us. The revelation showed in the Victoria's Secret fashion show ratings. Last year, a mere 3.3 million people tuned into the annual event, the lowest ratings ever and only half of what the show received in 2018. The ratings or the sales in store have also been on the decline too. Customers not only want to see diversity on their screens, they need diversity in their product because, shocker, most women don't look like supermodels and they certainly can't wear a bra made for one. So instead, customers have flocked to places that offer a range of sizes that fit all types of bodies. Startup lingerie companies like Third Love and Adore Me are flourishing at the same time Victoria's Secret sales have been declining. As Third Love co-founder Heidi put it, "Change is being forced by more women and more companies." Yep, women are putting their money elsewhere and no longer buying the image Victoria's Secret is selling. So what does this all mean for the iconic brand's future? Well, some are confident that Victoria's Secret can make a triumphant comeback. Veteran angel Shanina Sheikh told the Daily Telegraph in Australia, "It's something I'm not used to because every year around this time I'm training like an angel. But I'm sure in the future something will happen, which I'm pretty sure about. I'm sure they're trying to work on branding and new ways to do the show because it's the best show in the world." But others aren't exactly sad to see the end of the era. This Twitter user wrote, "Bye, we won't miss them." And another said, "Oh, great news, I'm very ready to leave the era behind." But right now, you guys, what do you think? Will you miss the annual event, or are you more excited about the new wave of lingerie like Rihanna's Savage x Fenty? I'm not gonna lie, I didn't tune into the last VS show, but the Savage and Fenty show, we literally had it blasting here in the office while we were cheering and glued to our screens. But let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. And while you're leaving comments, you guys, if you haven't hit that subscribe button before, it's Friday, it's the perfect day to do it, and it's right over there. And you can also hit the bell to be notified the second we post a new Clevver News update. After that, catch up on all the news you missed right over here. I'm Sussan Mourad, thanks for hanging out with me, and I'll catch you later. Bye guys.